more local at 9. You're watching the Fox 42 News at 9.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Todd Unger. Jenny Nowatzki has tonight off. Well, it was a warm one out there today, but what can we expect for the rest of the weekend and then into next week? Andrew McCauley, and now with a first look at your forecast.
Yeah, certainly a very hot one out there. Not quite as warm as Wednesday. Wednesday was the warmest day of the summer, but this a very close second, topping out at 95 degrees. Very hot out there, and now possibility of some showers and thunderstorms throughout the overnight period. Let's take a live look at the radar, see what's going on out there. Nothing here in the metro, but a few showers towards Norfolk and then storms towards central part of Nebraska. We do have a severe thunderstorm watch and then a tornado watch also off towards the north and the west as these storms are pushing towards us. And then you take a closer look at the storm right towards Norfolk. Probably a few rumbles of thunder in there, but that storm has really died off over these past couple of hours. It did have a tornado warning with it just a few hours ago, but had begun to weaken. But you can see that line of storms pushing closer towards us, so expecting those showers as we go past midnight and then towards tomorrow morning. In fact, let's take a look at the forecast for tomorrow morning. Chance for some storms and showers in the area. Temperature right around 75 degrees, so still a very warm start to the day. Then as we go towards 9 a.m., we'll generally look for mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures right around 79 degrees. Now we are going to see more clouds tomorrow than what we saw today, but otherwise tomorrow is looking like another very warm one out there. And those hot conditions are really sticking around throughout much of the 7-day forecast. We'll take a complete look at that just a little bit later on.
All right, thanks, Andrew. Well, thousands turned out today to mourn an Omaha soldier. Private First Class Eddie Wood died in Afghanistan nearly 2 weeks ago after just spending time right here in the metro with his family. The loss has been difficult to take for friends and loved ones, but for a community, at the very least, it has provided a chance to come together.
Coming up over the hill on Underwood Drive, just instant tears. Just the flags, everyone lined up, the support.
On the third Saturday of July, a city showed its true colors.
Giving their lives. They're protecting our country, our soil. It's hard to put into words the feeling I have for them.
Private First Class Eddie Wood, only 18 when he was killed 2 weeks ago in Afghanistan, was laid to rest this morning. Underwood Avenue closed down, veterans came out, and complete strangers spent just a few moments trying to make sense of a life lost so young.
I don't know that you really can, and especially if it happens to you and it's your son. I don't know that you're ever prepared.
The Wood family sure wasn't, not for the loss of their son, not for all this.
But to see it in the flesh, and that many of them, they just kept coming. They kept coming and kept coming. It was really pretty awe-inspiring.
Just the sort of thing Tom Wood says his son would have been humbled by.
He would have been thinking about the guys back there. This is great, Dad, but I got a job to do back here. My buddies are back there.
A soldier through and through, whose final mission just may have been bringing a community together.
The sacrifice that Eddie made seems worthwhile sometimes. Almost seems worthwhile. Not quite yet, but it almost seems worthwhile. Because what they die for is not the country. We're the country. They die for us every day.
Wood was buried at Forest Lawn Cemetery in Omaha. He was an '09 graduate of Omaha North High School. Just a few blocks away and a few hours later, another fallen Omaha soldier was honored. The city of Omaha has renamed part of Webster Street Adam Harold Street. The 23-year-old was killed by a roadside bomb in Afghanistan nearly 3 years ago. The street renaming brought together friends and family who remembered the Army specialist.
It's a reminder of the sense of duty and sacrifice that is represented by all of our military members, and I think this represents not only an honor for Adam, but a remembrance of all those lost in military service to our country.
The street naming was the idea of Senator Gwen Howard, who represents the area Adam grew up in. New at 9 tonight, Omaha police are investigating a collision that has left one woman dead. Police say 46-year-old Lori White ran a stoplight at the intersection of 108th and Maple just after 4 this afternoon. She collided with that pickup truck. Now that driver is expected to be okay, but White died from injuries at Creighton University Medical Center. Police say alcohol may be a factor in the crash. A suspect who fled from police yesterday has been released from custody. 21-year-old Michael Gray was cited for obstructing a police officer. Police say he continued to run after Officer Matt Warm told him to stop. That's when Warm fired his gun. No one was hit, but a separate officer was slightly injured after falling off his bike during the pursuit. As is common, there will be an internal investigation and review by the county attorney. And this man, Curtis Gatherwright, is in police custody tonight after domestic criminal mischief. Yesterday, police were called to 24th and Ellison to investigate an armed party inside a house. A victim said Gatherwright had pointed a firearm at her and her mother and threatened to kill them and then took her 1-year-old baby. He initially refused to exit the home. After further investigation, the victim changed her story, saying Gatherwright only damaged her property. The 1-year-old was not harmed. Omaha police also looking into a shooting that happened early this morning outside the Keno King off Ames Avenue. A fight broke out and soon 3 people reported being shot. All are expected to be okay. Police say the suspect is a black male in his younger 20s driving a green PT Cruiser. A couple weeks removed from the 4th of July, Omaha police want your fireworks. The annual Fireworks Amnesty Day was held at 3 locations around the metro. Close to 150 cars pulled through spots like 103rd and Fort. Omaha cops also got more than 15 guns and lots of ammo, but today the focus really was on those old fireworks.
One of the biggest comments we're hearing is that I've had it for 3-4 years and didn't know what to do with it, and I just didn't want to throw it away. We've gotten something as old as 1972, so which means it's been around for a while.
Complete stats telling us just how successful today's amnesty was should be available early next week. Well, an Iraqi hotel catches fire. We will tell you what started that massive blaze. And a tomb close to 200 years old gets opened in hopes of revealing a murder mystery.